God morning. It is January 15th. God calling, relax. He says to relax today. And then God even tied where danger lies. Oh, that's like foreshadowing. Okay. If we relax too much, is it going to be dangerous? I don't know. Let's find out, guys. So God calling, relax. First word, relax. Do not get tense. Have no fear. All is for the best. How can you fear change when your life is hid with me and God, who changeth not? And I am the same yesterday, today, and forever. So a lot of people's biggest fear is change, like what God says right here. It's fear of the future, fearing, like, that's what anxiety is. Fear of the future, fear of how things are changing, fear of not knowing what's happening next. But God's saying right here, how can you be scared if God's with you? And he does not change. God is the same as he was yesterday, today, since the beginning of time and until the end of time. He is the same person. So what is really changing in your life? Just your outlook on things. But if your outlook on things is changing for the better, like if you read this line and think more positively now, like, oh yeah, God is with me. He'll always be the same. He'll always be that loving, merciful God that's there for me, that cares about me. Then it's just your mindset's just gonna change for the better. So what's so wrong with that? You must learn poise. Soul balance and poise is a vacillating, changing world. Claim my power. The same power with which I cast out devils is yours today. Use it. If not, I withdraw it. Use it ceaselessly. You cannot ask too much. Never think you are too busy as long as you get back to me and replenish after each task. No work can be too much. My joy I give you. Live in it. Bathe your spirit in it. Reflect it. So I feel like as Christians, like, we feel like we have a duty to always be working hard, to always be striving towards something. And like there are just people with like those personalities, like type A personality, where you feel like you always have to be doing something. Like, and if you're not, then you're fidgeting or you're thinking about what's going on next, which is a direct result of the future, right? Like that first line is God like telling us about that. It's like, even for those people who are always have their mind on something and are always working internally, that's you still thinking in the future. It's not you being in the present, which can still be negative. Even though like those type of people are normally very successful because they're able to really just have a grasp on things and be able to see into the future and work towards that. You also need to relax. You also need to be able to relax that God can give you that power and he can replenish you. Okay, that is God calling. Now God even said where danger lies. I am beside you, the eager listener, so ready to hear your plea, so ready to say all that your heart needs. Live more with me apart, and so there will come an ever-increasing helpfulness to others. Heart poise, mental balance, spiritual strength will be yours in ever more abundant measure. Never feel that you can help others unaided by me, for therein lies danger. Your self-importance is destructive of helpfulness, devitalizing because your strength has such limitations. Mine is limitless. Grow more dependent upon me, yet more assured that you can do all things through me. Oh my gosh. So God is saying that where the real danger lies is in us thinking that our own power is good enough to do all these things. Because when we start relying on ourselves and we start moving away from God, then we can hurt others, we can hurt ourselves, and we could be following down the wrong path that God doesn't have for us. And anything that is not the godly way is the wrong way, which can be devastating for not only you, but people around you. So God's saying right here, danger lies in danger lies is, where did you say that? Your self-importance. Danger lies when you are self-reliant. That's how you go down that slippery slope. He's saying heart poise, mental balance, spiritual strength will be yours in ever more abundant measure. Never feel that you can help others unaided by me, for therein lies danger. So guys, if you guys are ever moving or you ever want to help people, always just try to move and walk in the Lord. And it's easier said than done. It's easier for us to have our initial jerk reaction to scenarios, and because that's how that's how we come up with how we were raised, how we were parented, and our values. When people say things, we automatically have our own response. But let's just take a minute, and not to sound cringy, but say it like WWJD, what would Jesus do? Like, I feel like that really could help. And if you apply that to every scenario, then you could be nothing but helpful. Like, nothing you do will ever be destructive. So that is January 15th. I hope you guys learned a lot. Don't forget to rest. Don't forget to live in God. I love you guys. And with that, I will say amen.